I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning, and by 11:30, Jim had this dog under control, and it was giving us the skills, the basic skills of what to do by using a pinch collar. Hey, Bob Carr with the Bob Carr Show. In the studio today, I have Mr. Jim and his little girl. What's the little girl's name, Jim?
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. And Jim runs one of the best dog training. I don't know if Jim wants me to call it dog training.
It's building the foundation for a properly socialized dog in a human society. Yes, sir.
There you go. That's a mouthful there, Jim.
Yes, sir.
But I met Jim a couple years ago. We got a puppy at our house and was giving us a handful. It's a golden retriever. And I reached out to Jim, said, "Is there any way you could help me with that?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's not a problem." Jim shows up on a Friday I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning, and by 11:30, Jim had this dog under control, and it was giving us the skills, the basic skills of what to do by using a pinch collar. But Jim, I'm taking up all the time. How in the world did you get this skill?
So, family. I was first introduced to dogs when I was extremely young, but in '88 I came out here from California, and my uncle was at the time the head trainer for Baltimore County Sheriff's Department's Canine Division. So rather than have me running the streets on the weekends, he would have me out in the fields working dogs. The love affair began from there, and I dabbled in it on and off for the next 10 years. In 2001, I met a retired Marine out in Annapolis, and I went training with him. 3 years, I pestered this man unrelentlessly for an internship, and after 3 years, he needed something from me that I could give him. I was an HVAC tech, so I put the HVAC in his house, and he gave me the $10,000 internship that I was looking for. In 2009, I left a career that I had been doing for 16 years, which was again HVAC, and went full-time with the dog thing. And in 2020, I was ready to finally get a facility of my own. Haven't looked back since.
Tell the folks where that's located at and what all that you do there.
Okay, so we're right off of 450 Woodcliff Road, 5800 Woodcliff Road, Suite 105. And we do everything from basic puppy training up to Ahsoka here, for instance. She is still very much a puppy, which is kind of why she's all over the place. Not even quite a year yet. She is able or learning to detect migraine headaches prior to their onset. So we do scent detection, we do search and rescue, we do tracking, but we also do agility and fun things like that. Most people that come to train with us end up staying for years. We've got many folks that have been with us 12, 13, 14 years. We call them lifestyle trainers, and that's rather than go to the gym, they bring their dog and they come and they work their dog. I do behavioral modifications, so dogs with anxiety, reactivity, aggression.
Have you ever had a dog that you couldn't get across to?
I have.
Yeah.
It's not often, because dogs in general, once you understand how they think, they're all pretty much, there's similarities in all of them. But over the years, I've worked with thousands. I'd say there was probably 2 or 3 that I can tell you that
just couldn't get across.
I just couldn't get across to. Yeah, I always reach out to other trainers just to make sure that it's just not something I'm missing.
Gotcha.
I've had one dog that was just, for lack of better words, stupid. He was just the dumbest dog in the world. But he was not aggressive, he was not reactive. He was a handful in the house, so it just became, hey, can you manage this dog? You can. Enjoy him. He's just, on the lower end of the spectrum as far as intelligence goes.
I gotcha. So
but few and far between.
So sometimes you have a challenge.
Sure, absolutely.
So you ever have good and bad days when folks come in and expect too much out of you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, like any other career. But I would say, it's one of those careers where I don't ever get up dreading going in. It's always something different. We've been very blessed.
What's the most rewarding for you?
Probably the folks that contact me that are at the end of their rope. They're going to either have the dog rehomed, given away, or euthanized. And in a few lessons, that whole mindset has changed, and now it becomes, what else can we do with our dog? And just to know that you were part of the process of saving a dog's life and giving the family peace.
So that's got to be very rewarding.
Absolutely.
Jim, I appreciate you coming in today.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me,
Come
Bob.
back sometime in the future and we can talk more about dogs and dog training.
Would love to.
And appreciate that. And this wraps up another episode of the Bob Carr Show. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button below and stay tuned for another episode. Thanks for watching this episode of the Bob Carr Show. Hit the like button or subscribe below for more information about TLC services.